Another week, another round of confidence picks here on the channel. Steve Deace here with Aaron Taylor.
Tarantino?
Aaron Tarantino.
Is that where you were going with that? That kind of.
Oh, gosh. I almost called you Aaron Taylor, Aaron Tarantino. How about Aaron McIntyre?
There you go.
Will that work?
There
All right.
you go.
We are the tandem here at Bigger Tendency. This is what happens. I'm so unused to losing in life that when I am losing, as I am to Aaron right now, it just completely throws me off. I don't handle defeat very well.
That was a great recovery right there.
Did you like
Good
that?
job.
Yeah. Was that a humble brag or a
Yeah.
weird flex? One of the two?
No, you just recovered.
All right.
You recovered.
All right, so we have been doing this with every Big Ten football game this season. We don't pick lines, just winners. But by using confidence picks, we're kind of putting our own line on the game. And I mentioned that I am losing, Aaron, so where do things stand after last week?
Somehow I managed to expand my lead by just a point over you last week. You picked Purdue, Maryland, and Michigan, missed on Minnesota and Wisconsin. I picked Purdue, Michigan, and Maryland, the same games that you did. It's just I had them in a different order. I missed on Wisconsin and Minnesota as well, which means I got 11 points and you got just 10 points. So the standings now for the season, you're at 316. I'm at 327. We move on to this week's predictions.
And with, here through October, we've got all these bye weeks. There's not a lot of opportunities to make up ground.
Yeah.
I'm going to put 5 points on Ohio State to beat Iowa. As I said yesterday on the show, I'm taking Iowa in my point spread picks. I just think the 29 is just downright disrespectful, but I don't think Iowa has almost any chance to win the game outright unless it's +7 in turnovers, like 7. Penn State, I'm going to go with the Nittany Lions over Minnesota. It is a must-win for both teams, but there is no home environment in our league like a Penn State whiteout, and I think that is enough to push them over the edge. Maryland, I'm going to go with 3 over Northwestern. Even though I think Maryland is the far better team, it would be on brand for both of these teams for Northwestern to pull the upset here. My 2-point game is Rutgers over Indiana. I'd like the Scarlet Knights a little bit better if they were a 3-point underdog instead of a 3-point favorite, but I will take them coming off the bye. And my 1-point game this week, because I have no idea what'll happen. I'll take Wisconsin, the Badgers, at home against Purdue because, like Minnesota, it's a win or your season is basically over game. And how many of these road games can Purdue keep winning? But I have, as you can tell by only putting 1 point on it, I don't have much confidence in that pick.
All right, we've got a lot. We've got the same games in the same slots. We have one disagreement this week. I've got Ohio State over Iowa. There is no possibility on this astral plane that Iowa has any shot to go into Columbus and come out with anything other than an L. There are only moral victories. There are never moral victories, or there are only moral victories. And for Iowa and Iowa fans this week, there are only moral victories, no matter how bad the loss gets. So that's my number 5 play. Number 4, Penn State over Minnesota. As I said on Bigger Ten yesterday, really like Penn State in this spot. You get spanked on the road. You come back home, face a solid team, but you're going to be under the lights with all of that crowd behind you. I like Penn State there. I think they can hold up pretty well and probably have the advantage physically over Minnesota. Number 3, I've got Maryland over Northwestern. Agree that this would be on brand for Northwestern, especially with questions at the quarterback for Maryland, for Pat Fitz to dial something up defensively. I just don't have much confidence in Northwestern right now. But, there's always that slim chance Fitz magic happens. Number 2, Rutgers over Indiana. I almost picked Indiana. I just have more confidence right now in what Schiano is building than what Indiana has shown culturally, and just I picked Rutgers last week to beat Nebraska, and dang near actually did that or 2 weeks ago I should say. So dang nearly did that, but I thought I like Rutgers over Indiana in this spot as well, and I've got Purdue over Wisconsin. I just don't trust Wisconsin right now. Don't know what's going on with them. Yeah, they've got a bad quarterback, but defensively they're not that great either, which has been a hallmark for them, obviously. So no confidence in Wisconsin. Those are our picks. Only one. I mean, it's, one of us is going to gain a point on the other next week, one way or the other.
Woohoo, I can pick up a point.
Yeah.
That's great. Or lose a point, which is probably what will happen. All right, that'll do it for our picks this week. We'll see you again next week right here on the channel.